Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of Free Agency Frenzy Week. We are still just getting underway over here on the stream. Been going for a little less than an hour now, and so far, not a whole lot has happened around the league. There has been a little bit of activity, but nothing with the Seahawks yet. And basically, we're just talking about the stuff that could happen. We're talking about the stuff that we hope happens. Just waiting for something to actually go down. We've got a few visits, but really, I think the main topic of discussion concerns one Jalen Carter because his situation continues to change. And yes, by the way, if you guys didn't notice, I am literally a talking head now. I am a floating head. I'm like Rayman. Do you guys remember Rayman? He's got like the hands, but I look like Rayman now almost, man. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I have a green shirt now that completely disappears on the green screen, and I like it. It's pretty cool. But anyway, so there was some Jalen Carter news this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it in this video because that's the stuff that Seahawks fans are really thinking about right now. And it's definitely pertinent, right? I think that right now, Jalen Carter is probably the most polarizing topic for Seahawks fans. Whether or not you want to spend the number 5 pick on him, whether or not you want to hope he falls to 20, whether or not you want to trade down a little bit and get him, whatever. Jalen Carter is the go to topic right now for Seahawks fans. His legal issues, as of his current legal issues, I'll put it that way, are now basically behind him. He has entered a deal with the Athens Clarke County solicitors, per his lawyer. He's pled no contest, and according to his lawyer, he did not flee the scene. He was the one who called 911, and what he was doing did not lead to the death of his teammate. So, it's not as bad as it could have been. It's still not really good, but it's definitely not as bad as it could have been. So, he's going to do 12 months probation, pay a $1,000 fine, perform 80 hours community service, and finish a driving course. No jail time, and the situation is closed beyond that element of it. Beyond those elements of it, rather. So I don't think there's any real chance that this gets brought up again and he suddenly has to serve some jail time. I don't think that's a real consideration here. So, hey, if your concern about Jalen Carter was, oh, he might get arrested and put in prison after we draft him, doesn't seem like that's a very realistic possibility right now. So at the very least, he's past that. Now, I'm going to continue to say what I've been saying. It's not just one thing with this guy. It's not just the fact that he might have gone to jail for a year, and now he's not. Even if you assume that there's no way that Roger Goodell can suspend him for a while, like you assuming for a second that Roger Goodell cannot do that because he was not in the NFL at the time, which I don't know about that. Then you're taking a look at this situation. You're going, okay, so we don't have to worry about him missing time because of jail time or a suspension. He still made a very questionable decision, but he was only 21 when it happened. Okay, I get that. He did something dumb, but it wasn't completely heinous. It wasn't a capital offense. But then you have the stuff that's actually on the field as well, like his horrendous pro day where he showed up 10 pounds heavier than he was expected, and then he looked god awful doing the drills. Now, again, you could look at that in isolation and say, hey, it's just one day, it's his pro day, who cares? But then you have some of the other concerns that I've mostly ignored, like his conditioning, the fact that he can only play a couple snaps in a row before he gets winded. So I'm still sitting there thinking to myself, man, this is the number 5 overall pick. I'm okay with a red flag. Maybe I'm okay with the occasional red flag with a top 5 pick. Like, nobody's ever going to be the perfect prospect, but I think it's just a little too much with this guy. I think it's just a little too much. I'm still kind of out on him at 5, but what I can say is that the legal situation has largely cleared up. He's not going to go to prison. He's not going to I don't think he's going to get suspended either. So at the very least, we can say that if you draft him, he should be available to play from week 1 on. Now, there are still a lot of red flags here. Jacob McManus, welcome to the channel. Still a lot of issues here. Still a little too much for me to feel comfortable doing. But at the very least, things have gotten better today. So let me know what you think down below, guys. This is maybe the most controversial Seahawks topic right now. To Jalen Carter or not to Jalen Carter. All right. See you guys later. Hopefully the Seahawks actually do something. But that is the top news of this morning. Jalen Carter getting past his legal problems. See you guys later on.